Today, we're walking you through one of the most stunning custom homes I've ever seen. Hey, welcome back to the Living in Vancouver and Camas, Washington channel. I'm your host, Hannah Dubine, and I am so glad you're here today because we are at our 2025 Parade of Homes build with Urban Northwest. This has been a year in the making, and the first time I stepped into this home when it was complete, I was in absolute awe. It is so stunning. So we're gonna walk through the entire home today, and we're gonna spend some time with the builder and the designer. Let's go check it out. I'm with Jerud and Jenna today with Urban Northwest. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Good to see you.
This home turned out so good, and we've had so many people through and just like unanimous feedback across the board. It's amazing. So excited to show everyone today. We're in the great room. This area is stunning. We've got skylights and high ceilings. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, almost 1,600 square feet of windows. So windows, sliding doors, and skylights. So lots of natural light in this house. We just love it. Ceilings are 24 feet tall. Gives lots of volume, gives us really good space. The lot's a little bit smaller, so it's what we had to work with. We designed the house specifically for this lot, but in order to get this sense of space, we had to give it the volume. So we think it turned out fantastic.
Yeah, the natural light in here is insane. Jen, I love what you did with the design over here. You built an amazing fireplace and area for the TV. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So we really wanted to go with an organic modern. This home, the way that it was designed by 𝐿 was just gorgeous.
Yeah.
And we've done this similar plan before, but we wanted to bring in a little bit of a softer side in the furnishings and the textures. So we went with a faux finish on the fireplace, which kind of gives that hand troweled, just a real organic feel. And then the vertical lines was super important as well, because the height of this house, it being 3-story, bringing that outdoor element in, and having those stone columns was really important to the overall design.
Yeah, it feels very warm in here. Let's go over to the kitchen and check this area out because it's a pretty rad spot. Tell us about the kitchen, either of you.
Yeah. So the kitchen was really designed for a cook's kitchen. We wanted to have the large range. The homeowners really wanted good appliances that were going to last them a long time. So GE Monogram partnered with us and brought us our 36-inch refrigerator, 36-inch freezer with the panel ready, kind of to mask off that you had such large appliances in your kitchen. Having that wood element really just kind of softens the area. Having a large 132-inch kitchen island and large sink. Yes, there's a lot of really cool features in this. And then our hood, rather than going with a traditional wood hood, we decided to go with that, again, that organic, modern, framed out hood with a faux finish. It's kind of a Venetian plaster finish done by Bravura, and they nailed it.
I love the way the counters tie into the cabinets. This is like a rift white oak, right, on the cabinets. Yeah, really nice. And the appliances, you know, a lot of times in the luxury homes, people are going for the really flashy appliances that have the name brand, but these are, you're such a practical designer, but they're also very nice.
Right. GE Monogram, to me, I feel is top notch. I feel that they are in competition with a lot of the big name brands that everybody's looking for. Yeah. So when we met with GE Monogram, you know, really just emphasizing we wanted to bring their brand, their product to the show, and we wanted people to see that it's just as good, if not better than some of the competitors out there. And they were so happy to partner with us. And you know, their little accents, like their gold handles, played off so well off of the elements that we have in this. I mean, even our Cambria slab having some gold fleck in there.
Yeah, it's really unique.
You know, in order to get this space too, I'll chime in real quick. In order to get this space, we had to add a lot of structural steel.
Yeah.
So what you don't see, and we picked it up a little bit during framing. I think maybe you got some footage of that.
Yeah, we'll put it in here.
We had some, you know, massive steel beams that can carry the spans and allow us to create this space that we created. So we worked really closely with the designer, the architectural designer, to create this space and allow us to do what we did inside.
Yeah, it's great. One last thing in the kitchen. We have this piece above. What do we call this, Jenna?
That is just a.
I think we would call it a soffit.
Yeah.
Soffited down.
Soffited down.
Cool.
Yeah.
The lighting behind it is everything. The lighting in this home is insane. The accent lighting is so good.
And the key to that was where our steel beams ran was directly over the center of the island. So we either had the option of going without any decorative lighting over the island, or creating this piece where it added a feature, but we could also add the pendant lights. And I feel like it's kind of one of those little hidden gems that you didn't really plan out, but that's the way it worked out. And I feel like it is stunning in this space.
It worked out magnificently.
Yeah, another structural piece is this butler's pantry. So this walk through butler's pantry, let's do it. And this walk through butler's pantry was a little bit unintended at first as well, because with the outdoor space, we wanted people to be able to flow in and use this space, use the countertop, and not interrupt maybe what's going on in the kitchen. So you can kind of have some flow this way, you can have some reverse flow this way, and it really felt like it gave us some good separation to, when we're entertaining and lots of people in this space.
It's a very practical setup, and sometimes that's missed in luxury homes. It's beautiful and it's practical.
Yeah, we think it turned out really good.
Okay, now we're in the indoor-outdoor living space, and I think this is a focal point of the home. I know you guys were so excited about this. Tell us about it.
Again, more structural steel to create this space.
Yeah.
And we knew we had, the money shot was the golf course, the clubhouse. We were watching a wedding here the other day, so lots of stuff going on here. We wanted to open this corner up to allow the homeowners to take advantage of all that space. Yeah. The outdoor in, indoor out, that people have been doing that for a while, but not in a situation like this. And the lot was really restrictive, so we couldn't go any further this way. We needed to incorporate this living space here, so the corner was the perfect spot to do it.
Yeah, and there's no post here with the nano wall. It's just completely open. Like, I don't think I've ever seen that in a home before.
It hasn't been one in the parade of homes, and they're not too common in this area. The nano wall allows us to do it because it's more of a commercial type of product, so it's very beefy, it seals up very good, it's not going to be drafty, it's efficient. All the things that we do as a builder, nano wall incorporates that into this corner door system. So
yeah,
it's great.
And of course, we've got another beautiful fireplace out here, which you brought the same stone in, right? That's in all the other places in the home?
It's a new stone that's been introduced by cultured stone called Salt Flat.
Yeah.
First time being displayed here in the Pacific Northwest. So we were really excited to not use it just on the exterior in the front, but also on the fireplace in the great room and the fireplace out in this outdoors.
Wow. Okay, so when we first had this drawn out, the wall was going to go out further here. Tell us a little bit about the changes you made on site when we saw kind of that we had a Mount Hood view over there.
Yeah, we were framing, we had just all the structural members set up, and then all of a sudden there was Mount Hood. So the original design called for the fireplace to slide out a little bit further, a little barbecue area right here, but being the Northwest, having the beautiful mountains around here, we just had to make this adjustment and take advantage of the view that we had.
I love that you guys were able to be nimble and do that, because it really made a huge difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the homeowners really appreciated it when they were in town. Yeah. They were standing on the deck. We were just in framing, and their little girls were out here, and they looked between the trees and they saw Mount Hood, all four of them, and they were like, that's why we're here.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where you don't actually know what your exact view is going to be like until you start building the home. There's just no way to really know. And so that's the difference between a good builder and a great builder making those changes on site.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Okay, so one of the elements that literally blew me away when I came in and saw this home completed was this LED accent lighting you have throughout the home. It's down here. Tell us about kind of the vision for that and how it came together.
Working with a good trade partner is a big part of that.
Yeah.
𝐂𝐿 Integrated Systems did all of our linear lighting, and they helped us with these stairs. Really modern feature, but again, using the woods, using the organics, it softens it up. Yeah. Some builders can go overboard on the accent lighting, and we just tried to hit the right spots. So we really this one, I think maybe we saw a picture somewhere for the handrail. Nobody else has done that we know of in this area. So a real custom handrail. You don't have all the boxes all the way down to light up the treads. Yep. So yeah, it's kind of a minimal approach, but it really, features and accents the stairs, the handrail, the design, and lights up, what we needed it to do.
It turned out absolutely perfect. It wasn't too much, it wasn't too little, it was just stunning.
One of the reasons why we really wanted to feature some integrated LED lighting on the stairwell is because we didn't really have any natural place to put any Ken lights. Yeah. We have Ken lights featured all over in our sheetrock, but we don't have any sheetrock ceilings going down the stairs with the floating stairs. Yep. So the handrail was really the best way to tuck that lighting in, giving ample light going down the stairwell, including the
landing area.
The landing area, thank you. Yep. Including the landing area, being able to slide that LED light in there and giving really good safety light for the people using the stairs going up and down.
Yeah, and it makes that like a spot in the home too. It's not just like the stairwell, it's like this is a destination. This is now an accent piece of the home. So you took something that was nothing and you turned it into something amazing. That's so cool.
Yeah, I love how the stone continues down too, so it doesn't just break right at this floor level. It goes down the landing. It really brings this upstairs kind of down through it. You know, the transition's really smooth because those elements kind of carry all the way down.
Yeah, and it was HK Integrated Systems that did the lighting on this, so they did a really great job.
Yeah,
fantastic job. They did all the linear lighting throughout the whole house. So yeah, it was a great partnership, and they really knocked it out of the park.
Okay, so we're downstairs now, and this is like kind of the wellness, hangout, like fun zone. There's a lot to unpack down here. First, we've got the golf cart garage area. Tell us about that.
You know, I think it's a great part of the design. You're on the golf course.
Yeah.
If these owners don't use it, the next one absolutely will take advantage of that. But it doubles as kind of a health area too. And you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so homeowners are very much into fitness and taking care of, you know, their body is important to them. And so having a cold plunge and a sauna was one of those pieces that they wanted to incorporate into this space. And so we decided to double up the garage, the golf cart garage, as also that health and wellness room, right next to our yoga room, which is our weight room. And it's just a great space, very simple, large mirrors that make this room feel even grander, but it's simple. It's not over the top gym. If this room needed to be a bedroom at some point, or even an office space, it could double as that.
Yeah, I love what you did with the mirror. It's beautiful.
And huge windows bring in still more light. You can work out and look out.
What we heard over and over again at the parade this last weekend was this doesn't even feel like a basement because the windows are so big.
That's the goal, 100%. Yeah.
Right.
Let's go into the main area here. It's kind of like the sports movie hangout spot, kid spot probably too, right? Any special features to note in here?
Absolutely. This space was, again, created for the homeowners in mind. They love their family time. They wanted to have a space that they could come and be with their kiddos and watch movies and enjoy the outdoor living while still having, you know, TV and fun couch and a fun wet bar to entertain in. We also added the feature wall, which is done by Willamette Carpentry, and throughout the house, all of our millwork is done by Willamette Carpentry, and I think they nailed it on this. We call it our dripping wall.
Wow, that's a perfect name for it. It really does feel like you're outside in here because of how big the windows are and the way the landscaping is. The landscaping turned out amazing. These are what, Milgard windows, right? It turned out really great, black inside and outside, and just a super awesome spot to hang out and have some family time.
Yeah, another structural challenge was we've got massive beams in here carrying the space, so we kind of wanted them to go away. So we used the same sheetrock material and painted them so that we just kind of, you know, you'd kind of lose them. 10-foot ceilings, that's another reason why it doesn't really feel like a basement.
Yeah,
we've got plenty of space down here. It gives us the opportunity to do these large windows and, you know, really bring that light in.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, so there's a lot to love outside. We're in the backyard now, like so many amazing elements out here. Where do we even start? We've got amazing turf. We've got a beautiful landscape by �X𝐲. Tell us a little bit about, you know, kind of the concept out here.
Just another way that we kind of brought the outside in and inside out. This landscape is actually, it's a certified, well, we're working on the certification, but it's a xeriscape landscape. And so a xeriscape requires about 70% less water than natural turf grass. So they'll be using less water. They're not gonna have to mow it. and save a little bit on their power or on their water bill in the process. But just a natural, really good feel with this high quality turf. It really makes a difference out here. That's what it looks good and it feels good under feet.
It does.
And then in this outdoor fire pit area with large basalt columns, grow landscape and design really knocked it out of the park here. The concrete contractor did a fantastic job bringing color, a little bit of bling fleck into the finish.
Yep.
And it just really feels very inviting. So when you're inside, it makes you just want to come out and enjoy it.
Yeah, I love the basalt columns. It's a very like Pacific Northwest thing, and it's great that we have access to those here. And you also did the composite siding material out here, and I think that's a great accent piece.
Yeah, it's siding material. It's called 𝐒𝐤𝐿𝐼, and it's an engineered wood. So there's a 20-year guarantee against fade, rot. You're not going to have to replace it, maybe ever. So especially if it's undercover like that, it's going to look great, and stand the test of time.
Yeah.
Another stone product, Walton Masonry. Really, they built our outdoor fireplace.
Yeah.
And we had that on the other day, and it gives off a good amount of heat, and again, it just makes you want to be out here, outside, enjoying the space.
Jenna, tell us about this really cool rain train we have over here.
Yeah. Well, we had the challenge of a gutter that was going to end up running across the deck line. Visual eyesore, I felt, from the great room and also from the deck. And so Jerud and I just talked about, what are some options that we could do we couldn't get rid of the gutter. So how do we work with it and make it a fun design element? And so we talked about doing a rain chain. And actually the homeowner was the one that found this fantastic rectangular chain. So we ended up ordering it, and our gutter company installed it. And it is just such a cool feature. We've had a lot of people asking about it and just commenting on just kind of like the necklace on an outfit. It just added a little bit of bling.
It's the perfect accent piece out here, seriously.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And then the front of the home also has a great landscape, also done by �X𝐿. We've got some basalt columns out there as well with the fountain and the turf, and the same kind of concept with the concrete continued out there.
Yeah. I think one of the great things about the basalt rock is that it adds a little element of surprise and also privacy.
Yeah.
Where we have the basalt rocks featured in the front, one of them is a water feature, the other one is sitting in front of an office window.
Yeah.
So as the homeowner's in there working, to be able to have that basalt rock give a little bit of privacy without having to close the blinds, it's just that much more of a perk of having those rocks. They're locally sourced, and then even the basalt rocks out here, you can sit out in this space, roast marshmallows, still have a family, night, but you feel a little bit of a protection or a privacy sitting back here because the rocks are so tall.
Yeah, love this.
Yeah, it's a size matters things.
It does.
Thing.
But I'm bumped. Brought to you.
Another really modern component of our home is this floating stair system, custom designed, custom built by Modern Metalworks. Fantastic fabricator, and this is really a one-of-one and truly a work of art. It's got that hard metal, modern feel, kind of that masculine kind of hardness about it, but it softens it up with the wood treads and the soft lighting, and really the design pulled a lot of things together in this staircase.
They feel so sturdy too, by the way. Like sometimes I go in homes and they're like, the craftsmanship here was not super good, but these are sturdy.
Yeah, they really are.
I really feel that the perfect house requires the right product. And with Modern Metalworks, they just brought it home for us. Just the custom design, he was up here for weeks measuring and remeasuring and redoing until it came to completion. And I can't say enough about their craftsmanship, the quality, their attention to detail. Cool. It was a good partnership.
Yeah, they knocked it out of the park. They did all the handrails throughout the house. So out on the deck, inside, they really, pulled it all together.
Yeah, they're very tasteful. Let's head upstairs. Tell us about these beams in the great room, Jenna.
Yeah. So our millwork was done by Willamette Carpentry. The beams were such a necessary feature to this house. I think if we had just done the ceiling without adding some type of structural looking beam. I think it would have just been simple and blah.
Yeah.
We've got these great skylights, and the beams kind of outline those 4x4 skylights. So carrying those beams all the way through, they are just an exquisite feature to the overall organic modern that we were going for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really make the space very warm, and the skylights are just, they're so good. I don't get to see skylights super often in new construction homes, but they're so good.
We love skylights, especially here in the Northwest. Wintertime and gray outside, it just lets all that light in and
Yeah.
Makes you feel really warm and comfortable inside.
We're standing in this little landing area now, which kind of set up as like a homework station for the kids, a reading nook.
Yeah.
So much light.
Yeah.
It's open, but it's cozy, kind of private in its own space. So I think this turned out really cool.
Yeah, we partnered with Vixen cabinets on all of our cabinetry throughout. The Rift White Oak was important material to use. It's a simple grain, but this little space up here was a little challenging because it is kind of a cool little loft, and we didn't really know what to do. And it just so happens that the homeowners are big readers, and their daughter's a big reader. So we created this space for the girls in mind to kind of sit up here and enjoy with their swivel chair, and even being able to do just a little bit of homework on this space where mom and dad can still keep an eye on what's going on. This was a real fun area to play.
I'd probably do a lot less homework and a lot more swiveling.
Some people at the parade, they called it the nap area.
Oh yeah.
It's a great nap area.
Great nap area.
Yep, just the dog and you on the swivel chair.
All right, so over here we have the two girls' bedrooms and like a Jack and Jill bathroom, which turned out amazing, but let's head into the primary and check that out. Wow, so grand. As soon as you walk in, that feature wall really just captivates your eye.
That feature wall was so necessary for this space.
Yeah.
The vaulted ceiling is fantastic, but by going with just a simple wall color, I felt that we would be losing the awe of what that vaulted wall should be. So came up with the design, Willamette Carpentry pulled it off, and then choosing the color was the second step to what do we do?
Yeah.
So I decided to go with a warmer color, and I feel like it just plays so well off of the bed and the coloring. It brings that outdoor kind of green gray out into this living space. Very, very happy with how it turned out. Including our
14-foot tall
fireplace.
ceilings.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'll just
Yeah,
chime in. 14-foot tall ceilings, so we get this, this sense of volume.
Yeah.
Over 200 square feet of windows, so bringing in a ton of light. This is a nice sized bedroom. It's not as big as we've seen or done before, but it really feels nice and spacious, and the accent wall just really makes a room.
Yeah.
And we have a third fireplace in here as well with another custom finish on here.
Bravura nailed it on this. I wanted kind of that old world plaster look, and they did a fantastic job doing that.
Yeah. Let's check out the bathroom and the closet, because this area is amazing. I love how we did the mirror here just to kind of capture this space and
Bringing more natural light to kind of a dark corner.
Yeah, exactly. The closet's awesome. We've got a beautiful slab in here. You don't get to see that every day.
This was intentional with the plan, the way the architect drew it up to have this island in the middle of this master closet. And it's a huge master closet for both him and her. I don't know, I guess maybe it could be just hers and he can have the one down the hallway. But what's really unique about this is you no longer have to have a dresser in the bedroom.
Yeah.
With Vixen cabinets, they built in this fantastic custom dresser that just allows so much extra storage, these cubbies, all the hanging space done by Willamette Carpentry. Could not have asked for a better finish. And all of our finishes done by 𝐴𝐸. This is a quartz material, so it just gives a little bit of a grand feel as opposed to having a wood top or a painted surface.
Okay, we are in the primary bathroom now, and this room is so insane. Jenna spent a lot of time, and you did, I'm sure, as well, in here, but tell us about it.
Yeah, So the way that the plan was drawn up was to have a wall between the tub and the shower area, which was fantastic. And we see that so much in modern homes. But what this house features is different than any other house. We've got a 4x4 skylight in the master. So much natural light for that shower space. You don't even need lighting to be in there because you have that skylight. Plus we have the large transoms that just really wrap that shower. So lost a lot of sleep on how we were going to design this space, but still keep it that rich look that the architect was going for. So we created this column look, and I tell you, I could not be happier with how it turned out. We brought that outdoor vertical column look from the outside in, and getting to feature it in the master bathroom, which I feel is such an important space in every home. The install, the way that the 𝐂𝐬𝐨 slabs came together, so there's very low maintenance. We have the linear drain, so you have larger 24x48 tiles on the floor, fewer grout lines. It just really turned out well. We're also featuring the 𝐒𝐬𝐸MATA in here, and I'll let you talk on that.
Our 𝐒𝐬𝐸MATA drying system is, it's a dual purpose. It blows air in the shower, which helps kind of clean it, a little bit, but it also helps get the moisture out of the bathroom. Moisture can lead to, mold. There's sensitivity with that, and so you don't want that musty smell or, anything that has anything to do with that. So the 𝐒𝐬𝐸MATA drying system, combined with a good exhaust fan, it'll keep this place feeling, fresh and clean forever.
Love this room, and especially the shower. I think that's really the showpiece.
I agree.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I think the skylight really makes it. It's almost like you're showering outside. So
Yes, exactly. And you even did lighting around it. Like you said, it doesn't need it, but like just those little touches everywhere.
And that was one of the other challenges is, now that you have this skylight, where do you place can lights? Where do you place lighting in there? So carrying that LED lighting that we have in our handrail, that we have on our floating stairs and all of our under cabinets, being able to bring that in and outline that around that skylight, I think was a real showpiece. And we added some more LED lighting even in the niches, allowing for that, just that feature for that slab to be able to really show well. Really excited to have been able to work with Cambria and Kohler this year on this parade house. Cambria provided all the slabs throughout, so every hard surface you see in every bathroom, kitchen, the backsplash in the kitchen, that's all Cambria material. It's a fantastic material. One of the features that I love most about the Cambria is that no slab is the same, even though it's a man-made product. You don't have reprint per slab. So every slab's gonna have a little slight different veining, and the larger the area, the more you would see that repeat in pattern. So Cambria, their product shows really well in the bathroom. 𝐴�TECH did a fantastic job with their mitered edges and their large edges around the countertops. I'm super happy with how it turned out. And then Kohler was another company that we got to partner with. They provided all the plumbing fixtures throughout in our kitchen, in our bathrooms. I think the product, the coloring, the features mixed with the hard surfaces was just such a perfect immersion of class, style, and organic modern.
Well, thank you so much for being here today, Jerud and Jenna. It was great to walk around the home with you, and just a stunning home. You guys have a neighborhood right now going up in the center if people want to buy one of your homes at more of an entry-level, mid-level price point, and you're building customs all throughout Clark County. So for those of you who are interested in a build with Urban Northwest, reach out to us. We will connect you with land, and they will help you through the process. It's a great process with them. Thank you so much for watching the Living in Vancouver and Camas, Washington channel. Our contact information is down below if you need professional help buying or selling a home in Clark County. Bye.